3 bedrooms, 1 level with a great meadow view and gorgeous Saddle Lake Farms. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty. Call on Colleen.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 20th of November. James Spann here. What a beautiful day today, but wet weather returns over the weekend. Let's take a look out the window. We'll begin with our Gulf Shores sky cam, and they will be getting the rain first down there in the Alabama Gulf Coast with that coastal storm coming out of the western Gulf of Mexico. But right now, beautiful weather down there. Up this way, there's a look at the sky cam coming from the restaurant at Cheahaw State Park. Only a few high clouds around. Temperatures up in the mid-60s in most spots. And from Tuscaloosa, that's looking east from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. Off in the distance, you can see Bryant-Denny Stadium, where Alabama has a home game tomorrow against Chattanooga, and there could be some rain for that game. In fact, it probably will be, so we recommend you take the rain gear. You can see our storm getting its act together over the western Gulf. Pretty big convection down there in the Gulf of Mexico. But, of course, around here, the air relatively stable. We're talking just rain, no flooding, no severe weather over the weekend. And there's the radar, the leading edge of the rain around Lake Charles, Louisiana. And that will be spreading northeast with time. Should be up around Jackson, Mississippi by maybe 8 o'clock tonight, and ultimately moving into West Alabama tomorrow morning. It sure looks like we'll need to bump up the arrival of the rain in this forecast package based on the current radar trends. Expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock, and this is suggesting about 1 inch for a pretty good chunk of Alabama. Heaviest rain down around Mobile Bay with 1.5 inches there. And again, not enough rain for any flooding or severe weather issues, just plain old-fashioned rain tomorrow and tomorrow night. Let's look at it. This is the 12Z GFS at noon tomorrow, noon Saturday. There's your shortwave coming through the western Gulf Coast region, and down below that, the surface low is just south of Mobile. And again, the models are faster, which is very appropriate with rain pretty far east. Looks like rain could move in here tomorrow morning. Heaviest rain down south, but no doubt some rain possible this way. We'll go to Saturday night at midnight, tomorrow night at 12, and at this point, the heaviest rain is really over into Georgia and wrapping up into the Tennessee Valley, with the rain diminishing off to the west. And then Sunday at midday, the really heavy rain well to the east. Not convinced it rains much, if any at all, Sunday. Maybe some lingering light rain in spots in the morning, but the day will be cloudy and cool with upper 50s. Monday of next week looks dry as we are in between systems. And then Tuesday, here comes that next shortwave. And again, you can see the better dynamic lift is passing well to the north. Down below that, a surface cold front is knocking on the door. And I think we'll need to mention the chance of a shower with that Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday night. But obviously, with moisture very limited, we don't expect a big deal. And then Wednesday of next week, weather looks dry and cool, a high close to 60. The air noticeably colder up north. And Thursday, another strong impulse comes through the base of the trough, sharpening that thing up. And again, that's Thanksgiving Day, and that looks quite chilly here. Windy, rather chilly, with highs only in the 40s, if this is right, a partly sunny sky. And again, if you're traveling, you can see the weather is relatively benign across much of the nation. That's the good news. We don't expect any major storms right before or during Thanksgiving Day. And Friday, a week from today, Iron Bowl Day, Black Friday, whatever you want to call it. It looks cool and dry. We should start the day near 30 perhaps, and then rising up into the 50s with a bright sunny sky. Should be a great day for a football game or for shopping. And that following weekend, this is Saturday the 28th, looks dry. And then Sunday the 29th, the new surge of colder air drops in here. And again, awfully cold and up north, maybe some snow flurries around the Great Lakes, maybe some lake effect snows there, but that looks rather chilly for the 29th. Go a few days later, this is December the 2nd, and boy, that's an interesting pattern there. Strong southern jet stream coming in from Mexico and the Pacific across the northern Gulf, and the polar jet to the north delivering cold air. And yeah, you know what that means. If this were January, we'd be worried about a snow threat here, but it's not. It's early December. But even that looks suggesting maybe a little mix of rain and snow in there. And of course, we're not saying that's going to happen. I do think it turns sharply colder in early December. Exactly how it happens, we don't know. But based on the very cold air over Alaska, that is very credible. 4 days later, the end of the forecast, the 6th of December. Very active flow, and again, note that active southern branch. And down below that, that looks dry, but we sure get the idea that The weather in December could be pretty challenging with the southern branch and those occasional coast shots. I think it'll be that way pretty much all winter long. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here at least my next video here, by Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters will have the video updates over the weekend, tomorrow and Sunday. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.